Welcome to 24 Magazine!
Hey! I just started recording.
Thank you. Hi. Awesome. Alright, so the reason that we look a little short on people is because we have a couple of contributors who are going to come in at later times, and we have at least one contributor who's working from home, which is Elizabeth, is working from home.
You're working.
Technically, I am also working from home, yes. Victoria will be here at about 6.
Unless she can get away sooner, which is possible.
Unless she can get away sooner, which would be wonderful. And Garnett had a medical emergency and may or may not be able to join us later. We love him and we hope that he can.
Yes.
And Rich is going to join us probably this evening for a few hours because he could not make a full day. So we plus Elizabeth are the core of the magazine right now. And then we will have more people later. We will also have several people coming in throughout the day to do interviews and like give us things to draw us. I want to do a quick introduction because I know we have some people who don't know, so we're going to do the King for All style introduction, which is your name and 3 words about you. Who wants to go first? My name is Sarah. You didn't know that. And my 3 words are excited, caffeinated, and proud. Go next.
My name is Kevin, and my 3 words are
Sun, tree. Come on.
hot. Also hot. Let's cover both meanings. And marimba.
Good job.
Okay, let's see. Tanya, hi.
Hi,
You. Amused. Sunny, and subcutaneous.
Technically true.
I'm gonna follow that.
Yes.
I'm Ian. Hungry hippo.
That's it.
Those are 3 words.
I'm Casey.
You could say interactive game designer. That's 3 words. Sorry.
Hi, I'm Steven. Words.
You guys don't have to talk to the camera.
Take it lead about it.
Yeah, but it here is posterity.
Fishmonger.
I'm Mong.
I am Rose. Theater, feminist, dork.
Boom!
Good job.
I'm Pablo. Process, design, caffeine.
Wait, I'm going to zoom in and break all the rules of making a good video.
I'm very large.
Suddenly you're normal size instead of tiny.
I'm Johanna, and scientist, musician, photographer.
I'm Jack, writer, graphic designer.
Good job.
Spent the whole weekend writing haikus. It should be easier.
It should be easy. Okay, I'm going to talk at you all for probably about 10 to 15 minutes. It is the last time I will talk at you in the next 24 hours, so bear with me.
Good caveat.
Here are some things about 24 Magazine which you all may or may not know. 24 Magazine is not just a magazine made in 24 hours. That is not what we're about. 24 Magazine is designed to be about the experiences that we all share as creative professionals, as people trying to put our own work and ideas into the world. 24 is also tangentially about the blend between creating physical objects and creating digital artifacts and how those 2 things work together. 24 is also incredibly people-driven. Obviously, a lot of what we're going to write about is going to be about people that are in this room, the people we interview, the people that are coming in to show us their work, things like that. So when in doubt, if you have a direction that you want to take for an article or an idea or a process, your direction is people. We're really talking about experiences that people share. And, you know, being awesome and all of that. We are incredibly meta, obviously. But meta is not all that we are. And I would like us to not have entirely meta content and not entirely meta like everything in our magazine, which means that like you don't have to write about the process of what you're creating while you're writing about it. Does this make sense to everyone? Yes. That said, a lot of what we're doing right now is also creating an event and a show for the people who are watching us and following along, and I will get to this later. So in that way we are very meta, and I will encourage you all to be really documenting and being online and understanding that. We are also themed. Our theme is limits, but theme is not all that we are. We do not need...
So we should not be limited by our theme of limits.
That's meta.
My head!
Can we talk a little bit about talking about meta?
The first rule of meta is you can't talk about meta. Wait a minute!
So I may have been a little premature with that. It may still be coming along.
It's like we think we're funny.
Yeah, I think you're funny too, clearly. We are, so you guys don't have to write every single article, every single thing you make, or every single piece of design you do. It doesn't have to be like, I'm going to talk about the limits of this thing that I'm doing right now. It can be related to that. If you're 3 steps beyond, if you started at limits and you thought about, you know, process, and then you went to tools and you realized that tools were interesting in this, like, that's fine. Do that. Go there. Broad scope. Editorial policy. 24 is a responsible space of accountability and anti-oppression. We will not publish oppressive language unless we intend to critically engage with it. I also would like us to all try and be very respectful, kind, and aware of the things that we say, not only because we are being documented, but because a lot of us are strangers to one another, and we have no idea where everyone's limits and lines and things are. That means, and we did this fabulously last time, so I'm like, you know, I think it will be fine, but be kind to one another. We are going to do something that's hard. We don't know each other very well. You're all very good at what you do, which is why you're here, and can trust one another to do that, which is why our first theme was trust. But also be aware that you can call me out. You can call one another out if someone says something that offends you or you find uncomfortable. And try and avoid our, you know, list of isms that you all should probably know. Racism, classism, transphobia, all of that. Specifically because we're a magazine, the 2 that I would like us to avoid are heteronormativity and male gaze. Per Rose Fox's excellent advice from last time, I miss you, Rose Fox. I miss you so much.
The rest of us do too.
Not as much as you will miss.
Her advice was be kind in the way that you speak about yourself, in the way that you speak about others, in the way you speak about, oh, what's going on. So one way of avoiding oppressive language is not to be like, oh, I'm so lame, I can't do this. Like, don't do that to yourself. Just be like, you know what, okay, that was hard, I'm going to move on. And that is a good way to avoid using slurs that tie into anti-oppressive language. Make sense? Cool. Also, feel free to talk to me about any of these things at any time. Space, this is my home. Clearly. I do have downstairs neighbors. They are aware that we are doing this. We can maintain a dull roar of noise throughout the day. It would be great if we weren't incredibly loud tonight. But whatever, we'll get there, it'll be fine. My landlord's also very aware that this is happening, and she was like, I don't really care. So we're pretty okay.
But just to be clear, no tap dancing.
Before midnight, you can tap dance away to do that.
Challenge accepted.
As it is an apartment, obviously there's also a bed, there's a shower, there's a full kitchen. All of these things are available to you. Like literally, if you're like, I need to take a shower, I'll get you a towel and you can take a shower. It's fine. And we have toothpaste. Thank you, Joanna. We also have a menu. I'm going to be cooking for you all. The menu is in the kitchen. There are also lots of snacks. Everything is written down, what we're eating, what's available. My home base is probably going to end up being our kitchen rather than out here, because I'm going to be doing prep as well as coming back and forth. So if you need me, head in that direction, and I will be doing prep and things like that. Please remember to eat. Please remember to drink water. Please remember to do all those things to take care of you. Sharing. Here are all of our sharing websites, except for Dropbox, which is a process website. Which means we primarily live on Twitter, and we primarily live under the hashtag 24mag. So tweet on your personal accounts under 24mag, but you are also welcome at any time to log into 24 Magazine on Twitter to say something, link something, retweet yourself, whatever. I trust you all are doing whatever you want. Ditto to YouTube, if you take video, upload it. Ditto to Flickr, if you take photos, upload them. Put them out there. You don't have to put every single thing you make all the time everywhere, but it's great to put full sets on Twitter. It's great on Flickr. It's great to put things on Tumblr, for example, that you're like drafting or decided you're not going to use or things like that. Just put things out there. Storify. Is everyone familiar with Storify? Storify is fun. Storify is a curation, basically, social media tool that allows you to tell stories through links from other places. Storify is awesome, and we also have a lot of Storify followers. SoundCloud is for audio of all kinds. And all of those have the same password. They're all open to you. Use them. I'm about to send an email blast to everyone who backed our Kickstarter. You will all be CC'd on it. Feel free to forward it to others. Most of your loved ones, I assume, probably know that you're doing this. If they don't, that's fine. But like, for example, my loved ones are on Twitter, so like they have no clue that this is happening. So there is an email that you will all get that you can send to places. That email incidentally also encourages people to buy the magazine. There's no reason why people can't buy the magazine after today, except that it's a pain for us to reprint another run. So like if someone orders our magazine in 5 days, they might have to wait 2 months to get it, whereas if they order it this weekend or today, they'll get it in about 2 to 3 weeks. So that's your difference. That's why we're trying to get people to order so that we can fulfill their requests more quickly.
Does it say that in the email?
No, it says something roughly like that.
Okay.
Not that exactly. Who read our editorial schedule? Good job!
Right.
Except for you.
No, I read it actually.
Wonderful. I'm so proud of you all.
Can we get a biscuit?
Yeah. You get my applause and love. That is somewhat flexible, but per the schedule, we are going to attempt to place all of our major content pieces and have them in for first round of review by the end of dinner tonight, which means you have a couple of hours to get ideas together to start processing, and then I would really like you to start, if not actually turning words in to me to be reviewed, getting ideas of word counts and lengths and things so that Jack, who is responsible for where everything goes, knows what he's getting. Love it a lot. We have, okay, submission process. Johanna, are you still our photo editor?
Yes.
Excellent.
Unless somebody else wants to move me from that spot.
Johanna's our photo editor. Jack is our art director. I am your editor-in-chief. Actual line editing can be anyone who wants to take editing. If you have time, as it says on the schedule, if you're not doing anything, see if there's something you can edit. That would be awesome. And our submission process is through Dropbox. So you are going to need to log into Dropbox to basically put your stuff into the magazine. Under Dropbox, there is a folder. It's called Issue 2. There are 5 folders in there. One called Drafts. We literally stole this from last time. This is exactly Rose Rox's process, which worked perfectly and was amazing. There are 5 folders in there. There's one called Drafts. There's the second one is called, I believe, To Be Edited. I'm basically going to hang out in that folder. If you drop something into, yes?
I'm also setting up a shared folder on my computer for larger files.
Oh, yeah.
So if you have a music file, if you have high-resolution photos, movies, you should put it there, and then at the end, when we pare it down, we'll put it back on Dropbox.
Wonderful.
It's called 24 Mag Issue 2.
Yes.
Do you want to do something for sound files for transcription?
I
Put those in the
bought
Dropbox.
50 gigs of space on Dropbox.
Oh.
Okay, we have a 50 gig account on Dropbox. I was like, there's no way that I'm going to keep us under 2 gigs today. So we have a pro account.
Okay.
As long as those sound files don't live there forever,
Yeah.
they can go there.
Okay. If we want, okay, then people can just put them in and tell me what they're called, then that works. Or if we want to have like a sound file, like a
Why
to
don't
be
you-
transcribed folder.
Why don't you
Dropbox.
add a
Yeah.
folder to the issue to Dropbox that says to be transcribed and put sound files there?
No problem.
Yeah, we're not going to have a space problem unless we record 50 plus hours